All right, everyone. It's time to mow Minty Gecko model.
Hell yeah.
I don't know about you, but that sounds like a fun time to me.
I solved the other one in between episodes, by the way.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
You did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
the solution of the other one is definitely Moon Unit Leatherette Film Nihon Sin Hit.
Moon Unit Leatherette Fem Nihon Sin Hit.
Yeah.
What does Zappa's daughter have to do with this?
She released a hit single that got big in Japan as a lesbian anthem for the fetish set.
I see.
And that's part of the backstory of this. This is what led to Radical 6, I think.
God damn it. Bolted out of the group. Oh, no, you're reading, not me.
Oh, right. I'm reading. Right. I'm in this series.
Imagine.
We bolted out of the crew quarters and headed toward the lounge and Luna.
So what is going on over here?
The whole process took only a few minutes.
Boop. $5.99.
The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds, his results lit up on the screen.
Oh, my back. Is there a reason you had to put me on the one that has the sheet cut apart and this big metal plate behind it? Ugh.
Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke. Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark scans up at buy one, get one 50% off.
No! Not even a true BOGO!
Quark has an infection, a viral infection.
Oh no!
I felt my stomach lurch. Don't tell me. Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6. Have you heard of this virus?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah, they have. I told them about it before you went to the lounge.
What? No, that can't be right. Quark can't be. There must be something we could do. How can we cure him?
Well, the Atom says that there's an antiviral serum called Axelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it?
Was there none in the infirmary?
Sigma, Tenmyoji, and I looked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
Which tacitly confirms that Quark was lying about where he found it, right?
We didn't find anything like that in the crew quarters either. No luck in the lounge.
To be frank, I don't trust that you were actually looking.
That's good. I wasn't.
Oh God. Then he's going to. Oh God, no.
Tenmyoji's voice broke as he spoke. With a tortured sigh, he collapsed to his knees.
Oh God, he's going to go. Oh no.
Because his voice broke?
Oh, finally my balls dropped.
Oh, wait, no, breaking voice is when it goes up, right? Wait, no.
Oh,
I can't do that. Quark!
Oh, Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you?
He's got the scalpel. I
So
guess we did.
left it.
I guess we did just leave it there after doing the puzzle.
And the fucking injection gun, like...
It was still there in a cutscene just before this one. So no one's taken it yet.
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
After what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this.
Quark's hand moved like lightning.
Is Quark a young Dio? Escape the prison of the flesh.
He'd grabbed hold of his scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart. Stop!
No, let go of me.
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys, I could use a hand here. Yeah.
No, their eyes are different colors. Okay.
Right.
On it!
Me too. Stop it. Let go of me, you jerks.
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you, bastards. Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body. They can't lock away the soul. Once my body's gone, my soul can escape. Please.
Yeah, what is that, Doesn't that sound a little bit like Dio's whole deal?
Yeah, and also, though, doesn't it sound like what was described as Radical 6?
Yeah.
Or is it? Or am I just remembering that from
I thought
Quark's
the
thing
Radical
earlier?
6 was just the desire to, like, self-harm. I didn't think the...
We'll have to check on that.
Please. You have to let me go. Let me go.
I'll check out it when I'm editing that episode again.
I'm trapped here. Let me die. I have to die. Kill me. Somebody. Anybody. Kill me. Kill me. Ah!
Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Right. I've got it. Good job, Clover. Quark barely even seems to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we gonna do?
Oh!
We've got to calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No.
What do you mean, no? Didn't we see some?
We did. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soporil Beta. Soporil. That's the anesthetic, the one that's in our bracelets.
Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But
Just hurry up and do it. Come on, Luna.
Okay. Let me just...
Why does it cock? Why does the injection gun make a cocking sound like she's got a like a handgun or something?
Wouldn't you be so disappointed, though, if you had one and it didn't?
True.
You'd be like, damn, this experience is somewhat empty.
Wasted
If
opportunity.
only it had a cool-ass sound. Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now. Do it now.
Right.
No. Stop.
Hey, the vial's still on the shelf. Continuity error.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep. Alright, I guess we're good for now. Yes.
I'm posing in heaven.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last for?
He shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah, how do you know?
Huh? Oh, well...
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
Oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article Sigma showed me.
Did we show her the article in this route?
We didn't in this route.
You better not be lying.
Or wait, did we?
Maybe we did. I genuinely don't remember.
I'm confused because Fi just said she told them about Radical 6. But we got the paper in the original segment before meeting up, before going separate ways again.
Maybe we talked about it during the infirmary sequence, like during the chat about sequence before this bit.
Maybe. Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses that do the same thing. I was just making a guess. So, when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too? Yes, at least I think so.
So, what kind of virus is Radical 6?
Can we talk about Clover's trauma from being in not 1, not 2, but 3 death games over the course of her life? And she's barely an adult right now? That's all childhood trauma. I hope whatever organization she and Alice work for has good medical benefits, because she needs a lot of therapy.
I pulled the newspaper article out of my pocket and looked at it again. Everyone else crowded in.
Look at that last line. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Are you saying this is some kind of quarantine zone?
I already explained this. That's not possible.
Why not? Dio ran through what he told the rest of us in the lounge. Then you're saying the newspaper article was faked.
But the virus is clearly real. That Adam machine told us he was infected with Radical 6.
So, do you know how that thing works? I bet there's 1,000 ways to hack it. Zero Senior probably just programmed it so that it would spit out whatever he wanted. Besides, there was something Sigma mentioned. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
So, from Dio's fighting so hard to keep folks to not believe in it, Dio and his organization must be connected to it and must know about it.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that it really was like a kind of flash thing, right?
Yeah.
That kind of took off very quickly. And maybe these folks were quarantined because they were indeed the first known cases. Maybe.
Well, no.
No. That feels weird still. They clearly all have it now. And also, I don't know how we went from Sigma turning in his grad paper to Sigma being a robot. That part is still just a fucking blank slate to me. Unless that Sigma never existed.
Or was always a robot.
We
don't know that Sigma wasn't a robot already.
Mm-hmm. Sigma, June's girlfriend, to be clear,
is a robot and always was, but didn't know it. But
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon. What?
What did you say?
Whoa, Alice, what the hell? Explain.
As much as I would love to, I'm sorry. Time is up.
Time?
Hit the buttons on your bracelet.
Shit. 5 minutes. Then we only have 5 minutes until the chromatic doors open downstairs.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I really need more than 5 minutes to explain this.
And she won't get it because Dio will kill her.
Yep.
As if you'd tell us even if there was time, right?
Or would I? Who knows? Fine, we'll deal with this later. Right now we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B.
What are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him!
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Oh, sorry.
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there will be one team who can't open their secondary door. If that happens.
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Very well, then. I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenmyoji.
Huh, make a good point. Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine, just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move. The elevator has a weight limit, so we have to make like 3 trips.
Can we look in the things there real quick?
Which things?
Open the menu. Archive.
Sure. Star key.
Where is the one for the Radical 6 info? Oh, we can't read it. Oh, but if we click memo next to it, can we? No, we can't. Huh.
I wonder if that's in... No, that's passwords.
Yeah, we can't read it. At Phi's command, we all began to run. The door opened and we spilled out into the warehouse.
I wonder what options we'll have. Because, based on what we picked. We really want to hear the story from Alice, especially now that she's volunteered to share it. So we want to make sure she doesn't go in Dio's door, right?
So, it's going to be guaranteed that she does.
Pretty much. Well, we could check the flowchart and see whether or not we get a choice. Is she partner with Dio?
I don't know. But we'd learn stuff if she lived, so naturally
We have to
the
learn
game's gonna
stuff
kill her off.
eventually. We have to learn stuff eventually. Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
They're open.
We do get a choice.
We need to hurry. Who's going to go in which door? What are our options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only got time to do this once. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options Phi laid out for us were the following. Option A, Clover and I, magenta, pair up with Tenmyoji, cyan, to go through the blue door. Luna and Phi, cyan, pair up with Dio, yellow, to go through the green door. Hey and Alice, yellow, pair up with Quark, magenta, to go through the red door.
So we can't pair up with Alice. But we also have to make sure Alice doesn't end up with Dio.
Option B, Clover and I, magenta, pair up with Dio, yellow, to go through the red door.
We pair ourselves with Dio. That's how we keep an eye on him.
Luna and Phi, cyan, pair up with Quark, magenta, to go through the blue door. Kay and Alice, yellow, pair up with Tenmyoji, cyan, to go through the green door.
Have we done a room with Dio yet?
Nope, I don't think.
We kind of want to do that if we can. So we want to go through red door if possible.
Option C. Clover and I, magenta, pair up with Quark, magenta, to go through the green door. Luna and Phi, cyan, pair up with Tenmyoji, cyan, to go through the red door.
I bet you the green door is the one we can't do right now.
Kay and Alice, yellow, pair up with Dio, yellow, to go through the blue door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
So, how do we want to pair up?
I think the people who have the greatest disadvantage should get to choose.
What do you mean?
The people who have 1 BP, I mean.
So you, Phi, Luna, and Sigma?
Yes, exactly.
All right then. I want to go with Alice.
Anyone but Dio. I'd rather die than get paired up with that prick. Just anyone but him.
Damn, that's a lot of hate.
Well, what did you expect? You betrayed me.
Hey, I told you already, that was Quark.
I don't believe you.
What, you're telling me you trust him more than me? Anybody other than Dio could mean Quark, you know. You willing to pair up with him?
He is asleep. I don't really think I need to worry about him voting.
I glanced over at Quark. He looked tiny, cradled in Kay's arms, fast asleep. If I didn't know better, I'd think he was just a kid who tired himself out from playing too hard. All right, Fi, who do you want to go with?
Anyone other than Tenmyoji is fine. My reasoning is the same as Alice's. He betrayed me last time.
I guess that's fair.
If we want to honor Alice and Fi's request, then we can go with any option besides C. So A or B.
Hold on. We got 2 other people with 1 BP. How about you, Luna?
I don't really have a preference. Clover and Kay did betray me last time, but they're both pairs now, though. And since you're a pair too, there's no way you'd end up going through the same door as them. Yeah.
All right then. Sigma, what about you?
Let's see. Clover and I were a pair. That meant that I had to choose one of the 3 solos.
We're going with Dio, baby. It would be a power move to go with Tenmyoji through the blue door, actually. But I bet the green door is the one we can't do.
Yeah. I'll take Dio. That means the red door for us.
Whoa, betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kinda weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Are you okay with that, Clover? Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I am good.
I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay, I'll take good care of him, I promise. What about Fi and Kay?
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna. We'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Come on, guys, hurry. The door's already closed.
I just realized what I did to you, and I'm so sorry.
Oh no! Oh no!
Coming.
I know. With seconds to spare, we leapt across the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
But hey, at least now we get to keep an eye on Dio, right?
Yeah.
You're right, I don't trust him either, so I'd rather him be right beside me where I can keep an eye on the fucker. So it's not a pantry this time, that's the other one over here. We're
Will
doing
this
it.
get us the medbeds?
Mate? Oh, do we finally get to check out the med beds?
What is this? There's 3 different doors.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So, this is a dead end. Great.
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
That's pretty funny. I liked it, Clover. Clover, I liked it.
Are you serious? Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what? Huh?
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
I wouldn't rule it out.
Well, rude.
Let's just take it easy with her, okay? Hey! What kind of gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets. Oh man, I'm good.
Clover, you're hilarious.
Sigma, please let me give her a smack.
I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Wow, so rude.
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever? I thought you said we should stay away from it. Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine, I'll do it. Ready? Here we go.
Huh. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward.
Why is Clover suddenly very giddy?
Alice isn't dead, so she's reverted to her natural state.
She wasn't even like this when Alice was around, though. When Alice was around, she was more flustered rather than up and... Oh.
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed.
So now we're in... No, we're in the lab. Laboratory. I don't think we've been in this room before. I don't think we've seen this room at all.
Wait.
Another one of those puzzles? Fucking hell.
Another one of those puzzles. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it?
Do you want me to take over a character for this scene? Or are you good?
Fuck it. We ball.
All right.
I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mind rays or something.
A laboratory, huh? Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Accelavir.
If we do, we can cure Quark.
You really think it'll be that easy?
The other upshot of this is we can guarantee that Dio doesn't get 9 points.
True. Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it. Just saying, this place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started.
The option to ally at the end of this and just have us fucking die as Dio. That's gonna be hilarious.
We gotta do it.
We'll have to do it. All right, what do we got here? There's the safe. So let me see how we... So this is set up... Do we go around the table? Is that...
Looks like it.
Oh, hold on. What?
I guess not all the way around the table.
Okay, so then it kind of does a little corner here. Oh, okay, we don't get to see the... Okay, so that's one end.
Let's look at stuff.
Well, let me see what our... And then we kind of swoop around and do that. And then... Okay, that's the other side. So we don't have to look at anything else there. Okay. Let's take a look around at stuff.
There's a large lever embedded in the wall. There's a rectangular hole in the wall.
Okay.
Man, look at all these pipes.
Oh, I think they run down to the beakers underneath.
There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right.
I hate it. I think these pipes are set up exactly the same way as the other puzzle. I think it's exactly the same.
What is this liquid then? Probably water. What do the numbers mean?
Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80-somethings of water come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40.
So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handles so that each beaker gets the correct amount.
Yeah.
How do we get the water to come out in the first place, though? I think you probably just pulled that lever over there on the right. Like this. After turning the correct levers, pull down on the lever on the right to pour water into the beakers. Okay, let's give it a shot.
But we don't know what the numbers down there mean. Is it ratios, maybe?
Could be. What do they sum up to?
What sum up to?
16 they sum up to. And this sums up to 160. Oh. Yeah, it's ratios. It's just each of these, multiply them by 10, and that's the amount that they need.
Okay.
In the
That's what I'm thinking. Let's try that once, and if that doesn't work, we'll go look for more clues, yeah?
It'll work.
You sure?
It's definitely gonna work.
Okay. So how do we get 3 into that? We want to go halvesies down here, right? Because that'll make 20, and then halvesies again right here, and
that'll make 30.
Yeah, that makes because
Yeah.
20 and then 10. So that leaves 10 coming down this side, which means 40 has to come
Halvesies,
down.
and then we're good there.
Yep. Okay. So now 40 coming down the left here.
We need to do halvesies again.
Because that way 2 goes down to there, and then 2 goes into over here. So now we just need 3 to come down here, which I believe is double halvesies, right? And then that makes it 3 on that side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
It's that
rad.
easy.
So it was
Easy
ratio.
game, easy life.
Easy game, easy life.
We've poured the water into the beakers, and all the lights are green. You did it!
Okay.
Can we interact with the beakers? I'm still not sure what any of this is, but it looks like I've got all these liquids diluted correctly. So, what do we do now? I think we need more information.
Okay. So we solved the puzzle without any context, but, you know.
Ooh, click on that.
Coffee! No seeds.
Yeah! A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and have stripes.
I see.
What's this thing? The thing on the top looks like some sort of industrial strength lid.
Keurig machine.
If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking, though.
Maybe it's for scientific
Scientific experimentation. We are in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty.
Interesting. Okay.
a binder.
There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions.
Okay.
Let's read the DNA extraction instructions.
DNA extraction instructions. Proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's roots and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. Liquid will be filtered and dripped down into the beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. The DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. Okay, so we gotta get some things, but... And I think we just made saline water over there at some point. Okay. Oh, we can go back here. More seed.
A cylinder full of seeds. They're round and striped. These look like something you might put specimens in. Maybe, but there's nothing in them right now.
Oh, never mind. I didn't think that was going to be click-onable.
This is saline solution.
Clover!
What the hell, Clover? What if that had been poison or something?
Well, then I wouldn't have to worry about it, right? I'd be dead.
You worry too much. I just pretended to drink it. Then how do you know it's saline solution? It says on the underside of the lid, silly. Froge!
Froge!
Look, it's Lord Hoppington. Don't give it a name. Aw, it looks like he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think the liquid inside is ethanol. How do you know? The smell. Really? Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time.
Okay. Roots! Bloody roots!
What the hell is this? A dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard.
I like how Clover's helping out way more than Dio is.
Yeah. Dio is clearly not paying any attention and trying to find the Excelivir and hide it.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yeah, my grandpa had one.
It looks like a root. Probably some kind of preserved specimen. Well, I think that's everything. There doesn't seem to be anything else in here that we can use.
I want a beaker.
Some beakers. Looks like they're empty. We probably won't need them then.
Alright, fine.
Oh, a thing.
That's not what I wanted to. Okay, we'll have to... So what are we looking at here?
More seeds. A cylinder full of seeds. They're round, one half is colored and the other isn't.
There's the safe.
It's black. There's nothing on here. Is this a microscope?
I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there.
Well, there's these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them.
Okay.
Now, I wonder if I'm supposed to put something in the holes.
Sigma, no!
There's something on this tray.
An empty capsule.
It looks like a ball. There isn't anything in it. Do you think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? One hemisphere of this capsule is transparent. It's empty. A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and don't have any markings.
That's all in the tray.
A binder. There's some paper inside.
Let me see that. Says steps for dissecting a frog.
Wow. Okay. We are just doing science experiments, huh? Steps for dissecting a frog. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain into the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using the provided scalpel. Be sure to conduct your dissection inside the fume cupboard. Okay, I was wondering why there was a fume hood over there.
Interesting. So is there a second scalpel kicking around in here?
Maybe.
Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here.
Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2.
All right. Preparation of hydroponic fluid and seeds. Preparation 1, prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Preparation 2, prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there's a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. Long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, failed to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated if put into fluid C, green. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A, red, or fluid B, yellow. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. What the fuck? Okay, what is this?
What's this thing?
Who knows?
A strange machine. I'm suddenly filled with an impulse to do centuries in a lifetime.
And to feel it with your hands? Touch the World War II and Cleopatra? Oh, hold on. Oh, we just can't look at whatever this is.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the fume.
Oh, and the other seeds. A cylinder full of seeds. They're round and don't have any markings.
So that's where the ethanol will be.
This must be some kind of waste tank.
It looks like a thigh tank.
Are you for real?
Huh? Why'd they put a speaker here? That's a drain. What is wrong with you?
Sigma! Chill, man.
Huh, what's this? There's a breeze. I can feel it. Right here. Is that a poem?
Huh, what is this? No, that's 4. There's a breeze. I can feel it right. No matter how you slice it.
No, I'm saying there's wind blowing through here.
Let me explain. This is a fume hood, otherwise known as a fume cupboard.
Otherwise, no. Dio is terrible with his grammar.
It's used when handling especially volatile chemicals. There's a fan or pump in the ceiling that creates constant suction, drawing any poisonous fumes up and away. So that's why it feels like there's a breeze.
Wow, Sigma, you sounded like Dio for a moment.
So that's why it feels like there's a breeze.
Precisely.
So if you fart or something, it's not a big deal.
You bring new meaning to the concept of idiocy.
God, I regret this now. They're doing nothing but ragging on Clover. What the fuck? What did she do? Okay, so that's what we get to start with. Okay.
Can we look at the wall behind us?
No, we cannot.
It doesn't let us? Okay.
No, I've been trying. The farthest it lets us go is like...
But then it turns us back? Okay.
Yeah. What's over here?
Oh, a scalpel.
Oh,
And
there's a
the
lion.
ninth lion eating the sun. It's a scalper. What? Sorry, it's a scalpel. Pretty fancy tray. Is that cat playing with a ball of yarn? Are you even looking cat it? It's a lion. How are you not kittened that? What? Sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of, well, you heard.
It's a second Sigma in the K-suit. The real Sigma is in the K-suit. The real Sigma is in the K-suit.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
The real Sigma doesn't remember being at a university. That's pretty weird.
Anything else we can do with the 9 lion? Okay.
So many lions eating the sun.
Yep.
Well, want to do a dissection?
I guess that's what we got. We got the parts to do a dissection now, right? So let's... Steps for dissecting a frog. Remove the specimen for preserving ethanol. Dispose of ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. Ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank, which we'll need for later. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Okay. So I think what we can do then is if we go over here, we want to get Lord Hoppington.
Yep.
And-
More like Lord Choppington.
Ah, got him.
Okay. I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here.
All right. And then Lord Shoppington.
Sigma, what are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open?
I'm so glad she's committing to this bit.
Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington.
What are you freaking out about? It's dead.
That's not the point. It's still sad.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Ah, fine, I'll do it.
Hey, well, I guess that saves me the trouble.
So that's how so now Dio has the scalpel, huh?
Oh, something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule.
Sigma, give me back. No, Dio, give back the scalpel. Dio. Well, he has a knife. I don't care if he has
Now
also.
he has 2 knives. He can dual wield. A small capsule. Half of it is blue. It has some sort of metal protrusion.
Okay. And then we collected the Oh, anything else to do with Lord Froggington?
Lord Hoppington, why? You left us too soon.
Shut up.
So we want that ethanol solution, right? Or one of the other things we're going to do. And we cannot get it. Fuck me. Okay.
This tank collects liquid waste. The ethanol I poured down the drain should be in here.
It's a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it.
Oh, never mind. We just get it.
A tank that collects liquid waste. Right now it's full of the ethanol that the frog was in.
Okay.
Liquid waste? Hold up, guys. I kind of need to pee.
Nope. All right. So we did the froggy. Where did he go? Okay. So then, now what are we trying to do? Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water.
Which we did.
Oh, that's where we learned the 1 to 10 ratio. Okay. Prepare the 5 different types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. How do we prepare seeds?
Look, it's going to be combining with the fluid, I bet. According to these. Oh. I bet the DNA extraction is the root. Because it... Unless it's not. Still, that's going to be the instructions for how we combine the
Oh,
ones.
are we? Wait. Are we got the seeds now. We're just supposed to have the seeds germinate in the correct fluids?
Probably.
Okay, maybe that's what we got to do. While we're here, Can we empty the...
A drain.
No, we can't. Okay.
Can we just put the root in the thing?
In the thing? Let me go see if we can... Oh,
Does it jump to it if you click on it?
oh God, it does. I did not expect it to let us jump all the way over there.
Okay, time to throw this root in the mixer.
Roots! Bloody roots!
All right, done. What do we need to do next? Is there anything in the DNA extraction instructions?
Right. Okay, we're doing that. And
Add
activate
in.
blender. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. Okay. So next is the saline.
All right, I'll just pour the saline solution in here.
Okay.
There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good.
All right. Is this still saline solution? Okay, we still have some left over. Okay. Liquid will be filtered, drip down to the beaker. Once it is done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. Okay, so now we pour the ethanol in, which is over here.
All right, next I need to pour the ethanol into the beaker. Then... I guess this should do it.
Any other steps after that? Collect the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. I see. So then we collect it in a capsule.
All right, I'm going to dip the protrusion on this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all.
Okay.
Small capsule, half of it is green. It has some sort of metal protrusion.
All right. So that's how. That's that. What does that say? LG replicator? Large replicator?
Huh.
Oh, there's a thing in there. There we go. Okay, so now we got to get the seeds to germinate, right?
Yeah, and we have the
Okay.
instructions for which seeds go with which.
Well, oh yeah, we got to figure it out, right? Logic puzzle. Okay. So before I look at all that, let's get a handle on what seeds we have. We have how does Sigma describe them?
Thin and striped.
Thin and striped. Okay. Because the language Sigma uses is the one we're going to be round and striped. Wow, it looks fatter than it is because of the optical illusion. You know, like wider around the... Okay.
Round, half, and half.
And that's long and thin and no markings. And round and no mark. Yes. Okay.
All right.
All right, cool. So now we got those listed. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the extraction? No. It's the hydroponics, right? Here we go. Yeah. Wait, do we have the 2 long seeds, 3 round? Is that correct?
Yep.
That's correct. Cool. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Okay, that doesn't give us anything specific yet, but okay. But no. What that means is that there are only 2 seeds the long seeds can germinate in, which means there's only, which is what we expected. Because there's only 2 long seeds.
Not necessarily. It could be that every seed can germinate in every fluid, right?
I guess. I mean, for the sake of the puzzle, I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But like we're getting the specifications here, so now we know that's not true.
Round seeds cannot go into B and D. Okay.
So no round in yellow, no round in cyan.
No, actually, instead of doing it that way. So no round in B or D. Oh wait, are they? They weren't marked over there, right? So
They were.
yellow. Nope. Cyan. Nope. Nope. Cyan. Nope. Yellow. Nope. Cyan. Nope. None of the marked seeds germinated put in fluid C, which is green. Okay. So anything with marking cannot go in green. Green. Can't go green. Go green. Okay. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in fluid A, red, or fluid B, yellow. Okay, so this can't be red or yellow. Can't be yellow. So that's a double can't germinate in yellow for one of them. When striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. That's striped, not marked. Okay. What can we narrow this down to? Okay, so first of all, oh wait, hold on, no, never mind. There's round and striped,
Yep.
cannot germinate in cyan, and that's a striped one. So when the striped seeds were put into fluids in cyan and blue, one of them failed to germinate, which means that the round and stripe can germinate in blue, and the not cyan, and the other one can germinate in blue or cyan.
So that's the long and striped.
Yes. Not green, but blue or cyan. Okay. And then the long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Okay. So the long seeds, one of the long seeds we have right now failed, they thin and striped, failed to germinate in green, can germinate in blue or cyan, so it can't germinate in red or yellow. And then failed to germinate in 3 of the... So there's also one other unknown one that the thin and no marked failed to germinate in. Okay. Let me see if we can figure out anything right now. None of these germinated in yellow. What the fuck? What? Is that right?
I mean, we don't know that. We just know that we have specifications for what fails to germinate in it.
According to everything I just wrote down, none of them germinated in yellow.
But is that the case, or is it that in these rules we didn't yet see one that germinates in
No,
yellow?
it's in the... By these rules, categorically, none of them germinate in yellow.
How so? Walk me through it.
Let's see. Round seeds failed to germinate in... Right?
Yep.
Round seeds failed to germinate
In yellow.
in yellow. So that's 2 of them. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in yellow. So that's round and striped, thin and no mark, and round and no mark. So now we're down to round plus half and thin... non-marked. Oh, wait.
So one that's
I
not
messed up. I
round
messed
and is
up.
marked could, right?
Yeah, so round... So, oh, the round and half can. I misread something there.
No, the round and half can't, right? Round seeds didn't.
You're right.
Round seeds can't and non-marked seeds can't. So ones that are neither round nor marked cans, the striped long one, right?
But that doesn't make sense either.
But doesn't it?
Because... we know the marked one can't germinate if put in green. right? So thin and striped can't germinate in green. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid B, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay, I think the phrasing of that one made it strange.
Why?
So okay, because it doesn't specify, did they put both of the seeds in both solutions? That's what I... okay, never mind. I fucked up partway here.
Why? Say it out.
When the striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. We knew that the round and striped one could not germinate in cyan. So I took that to mean round and striped had to germinate in blue instead. And then that thin and striped could germinate in either blue or cyan.
Yeah?
But if that's...
Is there anything wrong with that?
Yes, there is. Because if thin and striped can't be germinate in green due to rule number 3, it does germinate in blue and cyan due to that rule. The first one says long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. That would mean it can't germinate in red or yellow. And then none of them germinate in yellow because of the other rules categorically saying none of the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see, so I think that's where I misunderstood. So I think the thin striped one has to be yellow. I think that's what I'm getting here. Okay.
Huh.
Or maybe they don't all have to go in all of them?
Indeed, wouldn't it have to be yellow and cyan are the 2 long ones, right?
Yes. Yep, absolutely. So the other one has to be... So the thin and no mark has to be cyan. Okay, so that one's yellow. This one's cyan. What about...
So round and striped
and then round
can germinate in E. That doesn't necessarily mean it was for certain, but it can.
So then round and... that means round and no mark has to be green. Does that leave us with blue? Round and stripe went in blue.
Or it can germinate in it.
And then round and half would be red. Let's try that out. And if that doesn't work, then I'll come back and re-look at things. We want to put thin and striped, which I just... Oh, here we go. Thin, striped. Yep. We want to put this one in yellow.
I'm not sure what's going on, but here goes.
Okay. So I think we want to put long and striped in yellow. We want to put round and striped in blue.
Yep.
We want to put round and half in red. We want to put thin and no marking into cyan. And then we want to put round and no mark into green.
Yep.
Rad. Okay. One of those clues was very deceptively worded.
You
and
did
I
it,
took
Sigma.
it the wrong way at first. But we got there.
You've sown your seeds. Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't.
Quiet, you two. Look at this.
Oh. A red capsule? There's a red capsule sitting in the hole.
Okay.
A small capsule, half of it is red. It has some sort of metal protrusion.
So now we've got all of our capsules. Okay.
RGB and clear. Do the capsules go in the indentations on top?
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, they just go to a spot.
Sigma, come here.
What's wrong?
I can see something in here.
What do you mean, something?
Just look. It's easier than explaining.
What the heck is this?
Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, T is thymine.
I think we can manipulate it.
Yeah, it looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases.
Bases.
Yeah. DNA is made out of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so.
Comes with the territory.
Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now and give it a shot. Okay, move each row sideways until the letters match up.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. What? What?
Some of them are linked and some of them aren't.
Okay. Which one isn't linked? Okay, this one isn't linked, so it doesn't actually matter where we rotate this to, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and that's how we know we get it right.
okay. So then this one is the next one we want to work on. Which? Right. ATCG like that,
Okay,
and then
but then
this
the
one.
top one though, is the fucky one. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, but now, what does the 4th row do?
Oh, now we just solve backwards. Now we just solve
Yeah.
backwards. Okay, that's fine. ATCG.
There you go.
There we go.
Further. Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Radical.
Ah, you did it. Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're turkey. What in the hell?
Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this.
Huh. There's something on it. This is...
Got it.
This is the safe password.
Perfect. This is just what we need.
Yeah. Now we can get in the safe.
Okay, but we still have.
A capsule.
I wonder if we do a harder version if we put that one in.
We need a 4th capsule for it. We need something in the capsule. Can we stick the capsule in the frog? Or the strange machine? Okay, frog capsule it is. Frog blood. Frog. It's been cut open. I feel kind of bad for it.
No, okay, that won't work.
What else could we fill a capsule with?
I've got it in my hand, right? I do have it in my
Yeah.
hand. Okay.
We could fill
Wait, could we put some of the seeds in the DNA grinder over here?
Oh, probably. Try it. Are you going to use those seeds in the mixer?
Yeah, you think I shouldn't?
No, I just mean, don't you think you should put all of them in?
You mean all 5 different types of seeds?
Yeah.
Interesting. Why not?
Thanks, Clover. Okay, so we did that.
And then we grind it, and then we put in the water, then we put in ethanol.
Or we put in the saline?
Yeah. And then we put in the ethanol, and then we put in the capsule. All right, I'll just pour the saline solution in here. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good.
We use the ethanol.
All right, next I need to pour the ethanol into the beaker.
And now we'll have to do a harder version of that puzzle. So what I learned from that one is that we actually wanted to start with the 2 pairs of 2 that were linked, and then work back.
I guess this should do it. It's just like last time. There's some sort of jelly stuff at the bottom of the beaker. Well, then I'll just do what I did before. This empty capsule should do the trick. Alright, I'm gonna dip the protrusion on this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all! A small capsule, half of it is yellow. It has some sort of metal protrusion.
All right. That wasn't too bad to figure out.
Look, the screen changed. What's going on? You put in the yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. Why? Dunno. But I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that thing we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's go have a look.
Oh, it just gives it to us for doing the extra step. I see.
Huh?
Moon, blank, moon, blank, 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 blank.
It's different now. The shapes are in different places.
All right.
This is a safe, right? Yeah. It's just like the one in the AB room. I saw one in the infirmary, too. If we punch in the right password, it'll open up. At least it should.
Okay, so I guess we don't use the fucking strange machine for anything.
Yeah, it's just there to be strange.
So much for doing centuries in a lifetime.
Yes, it opened. You did it!
All right. And then other one is star, star.
The Accelavir. Holy shit, the Accelavir is in this safe.
The Accelavir is in this safe.
How did they get it in that first route? Someone would have had to be in this room.
So maybe they did do this one.
And lied and said they did the pantry, or not the pantry, the something else?
This changes a lot. I am not freshly remembering, but this is good to know that the Accelavir is in here.
This is interesting, because this is the second time then where we've seen evidence that someone has been in a room that's different than the one they said. Yeah. So, is there a way you can get into some of these other than the ones that were puzzle rooms?
Do the rooms you don't solve open up under free reign rule?
That would feel like a kind of cheap trick if true, but it would explain it. Ha!
Because in that one route, we did go into the Golem Bay when no one had been in there, seemingly.
Yep. It opened. Awesome! The suspense was killing me. But also, hadn't it been solved? Someone had gotten into the safe?
I don't... What was weird about it was that the body wasn't on top of the metal body wasn't on top of the thing anymore, and the rows of robo frames weren't down. I don't remember if this... I think the safe was open, but the other parts of the puzzle didn't seem solved.
Okay, what do we got here? First is a map. It says floor B. The one I found in the infirmary said floor A.
Wow, Sigma, you sounded just like Clover.
The one I found in the infirmary said floor A.
So did the one from the lounge.
Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are
The key cards.
Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about.
Looks like they gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to one. Cool. Sure. Fine. Next up, we got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this?
Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff.
Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it?
Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian?
They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here?
Journal
This is
interesting.
throwing me because I can't tell if I should find it suspicious that no one can recognize it, or if it's just abnormal that
I wonder
you'd have a general idea of what language a thing might be in from glancing at it, and I'm a weird person.
I think the takeaway I think was maybe it was coded. Not
Okay.
maybe they, and I think Clover is being played up for dumb in this.
Looks like 2 more things.
Is that medicine? What's it say on the label?
Axelavir. Axeliver?
Axe lever?
Wait, didn't Luna say something about Axelavir?
You're right. This is it. This is Excelavir. It's the cure for Radical 6.
Whoa, hold on. Let me see that.
Don't let him see that.
Later. We need to get out of here as quick as possible.
Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark.
First, we gotta get out of this room.
Yeah, but that's easy. You got it, right?
Found this key in the safe.
Is Dio gonna pull the scalpel on us?
It should open the exit. Yeah, let's go.
Did we ever find out what this strange machine was for?
Nope. And we can't.
It's just a big Keurig. All right, get me out of here, please.
The lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah! You found it.
You found it.
Congratulations.
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something... No, I guess there's a couple things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
Yeah.
I was just wondering what it was.
Is this how they make more Excelavir?
With the duplicator. Oh, yes it is.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah. Probably copies IG. Whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course. This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts?
I'm Rocky Road.
You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes.
Sigma, where are you standing?
Sigma, Dio. Dio, where is Dio standing right now?
I've phased through the table in anger. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame. At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
He's gonna try and convince us. He's gonna try to charisma check his way and make it so that we don't give it to Quark.
Yeah? The vial. Could you show it to me again?
Don't
Why?
I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelivir?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See, it's written right there on the label. Excelivir.
You really are an idiot.
Huh?
Although I guess in this case the G and IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives? What are you doing? Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry, I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're going to have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back in the next AB game, you have to choose Ally.
Ally. Wait, is that why you took the medicine to blackmail me? That's horrible. You're using Quark's life as leverage.
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so.
And also, we'll be dead. Don't both Clover...
Yep.
I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they'd started to hurt that I'd curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening...
Now, I wouldn't try to take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Okay, so just tell everyone else that he's got it. Right?
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
God damn it, Sigma.
Damn it. That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion, and it's not about being clever. It's about one thing, how well you can manipulate people to your advantage, how unfair you can be.
So, but you've just made it so that way, if they comply with you, they die. So there's no reason for them to comply with you. That's the thing, is that you can't...
So, what are you going to do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
Fine, I promise. Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens.
Oh, like he's gonna... You'll be dead and you'll have no way of verifying that he's gonna follow through with it. He's not created an incentive for you to go along with what he says. He's created an incentive for you to punch him in the face, consequences be damned. The options are he breaks the vial, or you die and you don't know what happens to the vial. The incentive here is to punch him in the face. Right? Am I thinking about this wrong?
See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room. Are you really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got 1 BP right now.
Oh, we're the only one that has 1 BP. Clover has more.
If we choose Ally and he chooses Betray... I know. I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get penalized. But that means... Look, it's not like I want to, alright?
Now Clover's phased through the table.
If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will... So, you're going to die to save his life? That's...
We don't even know if Sigma will die from this stuff.
That'd be so funny if that's what we find out on this route, that Sigma can be freely penalized at any time and just it won't do anything.
Uh-huh.
Why would you do that? In all honesty, I was terrified. That or Sigma's not a robot and just has a prosthetic arm.
Oh! Well, I don't know.
In the couple days when he's been out of it, they cut his arm off and replaced it with an bio-identical prosthetic made out of golem technology.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response.
Well. Come here often? Now I just want an edit of this series with only these segments and only whatever we are saying during these segments. Because most of the time it ain't jack shit. Just kind of like, well, that's... I guess. Anyway, we also kind of see how if Dio gets anywhere near that room, then he'll break in and use the Excelavir as leverage, right?
But we also now know the solution to the previous route where it's like, oh shit, we've only got one vial. No, we don't. We have as many vials as we need, as long as we can get Dio out of the fucking way.
Yes.
Dio is the problem. They just need to use their timey-wimey shenanigans, realize that, and hit him over the head with a wrench the moment he steps out of the first AB room, and then everything will be
is fine.
That's all it takes.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
And also, this is how he runs away and opens the thing up on his... to make sure that there's the time stress, right?
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to the next round. I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back, as was Phi. And of course, Clover. Where are Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark over to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
I see. How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. Seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right. So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kind of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelavir in there?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
Then Phi, with future knowledge, walks over to kicks Dio in the nuts.
So, how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Phi only shook her head. With a unison of movement that looked almost choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Oh, so where does that leave us? Still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know, maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelavir hidden somewhere in there.
Why does he insist on playing it?
Ugh, what a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
I'll Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too. I'm glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind.
So Clover is immediately going to tell Alice what's up, right?
I hope so. Okay then, guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first.
She knows.
We never mentioned the journal.
Yep, she knows.
Dio told me about it.
Did he now?
He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language.
Is it just Latin?
Said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah. One sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin?
Okay, what? You telling me they couldn't recognize Latin?
You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Well, pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log, though.
Wait, I thought she was fluent.
I don't think she said she was fluent.
It's not going to be some sort of if I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little bit of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that, but most of these words I've never seen before.
Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one, page 216. Isn't research notes, it looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. It's gonna take a minute. Interesting. Alright, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing. When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-to-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 over square root of 1 over 6. No, 1 to square root of 1 over 6, or approximately 1 to 0.408. Is that the golden ratio? Means
so,
part
no.
for each second that time passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or root 6 seconds, have passed outside.
So that does kind of describe what Sigma had been feeling in that other route, right?
It really does.
In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is also known as the root operation. Oh, that's clever. The function inverse to taking a...
And there's roots. There's roots hanging around.
That's clever.
The function inverse to taking of a power, in a less mathematical sense, can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. That cause of this is unclear, though there is as yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction of mental processing speed. Many believe they are not unrelated.
Well, but also Sigma didn't feel like committing harakiri afterwards.
And he also didn't stay at a slow processing speed.
Yeah.
He got better.
He got better. Though, Phi drugged him and then...
Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of the virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we've been unable to develop one. Seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus.
Like Sigma.
Sigma balls. That's why they
Sigma
need Sigma.
Sigma is immune. Sigma
is
got it and got cured within minutes just because of...
That's why they need him.
And he has a prosthetic arm also
And he's
that he forgot about.
There we go.
That's absolutely it. He has had a prosthetic arm, but he forgot.
Maybe that's what the folks are gathered here for. Maybe the people gathered here are people that have natural immunities. No, because
But
that
not
doesn't make
Quark.
sense. We see Alice and Quark immediately.
Although, I'm no longer convinced that Alice... Alice is affected. I'm not convinced she always kills herself, because
Right.
the Myrmidon knife... No, she found the Myrmidon knife, though.
Yeah.
Okay, no. I still think Alice does off
And
herself.
we have... There's one route where we stop her from doing it.
Yeah.
Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I've continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. My fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. Bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The
What?
entire area reeks of stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun.
So that can't have happened in a couple days.
Seems like only a matter of hours from infection to wanting to commit suicide.
Even so, this doesn't seem to describe a process that occurred, like, in a day or two.
I guess, yeah. Every day I see more crows and rats are everywhere feeding on the dead.
Like, it'd be weird to say every day I see more crows if this
Yeah.
started yesterday.
That's true. That's true. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful diet of rodents. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. So it's not a quarantine to keep it in, it's quarantine to keep it out. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful.
That's why there's positive air pressure, right?
Yes. So this is... I don't think that's why they were gathered here, but that's what this place is.
Yep.
Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh, Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Is the journal somehow from the future? Because if it is, it would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
Bad shit!
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written? I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excelivir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. Newspaper article said something about quarantining people as well. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters, which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say that for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute, though. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like maybe they put us to sleep somehow, made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that newspaper article talked about happened, and whoever had this journal made this entry.
The old lady. The old lady has been living here curing Radical 6. Eventually successfully makes Excelivir. This is not the time we think it is.
Well, then when is the next red moon lunar eclipse?
I don't know.
Because that seemed pretty. We can know in advance what dates those happen on.
Yeah, but we also know they happen more than once, so...
Yeah, but not like multiple in a lifetime.
Yeah. Could be pretty far off in the future.
Yep.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
But that means that these people were all captured before Radical 6 devastated the world.
Yeah.
And then left in state, except for Dio, who broke in, because he's a clone. And that leaves so much time for the state of the world to change to the way things are on the outside.
Yeah.
So that leaves the whole period for Dio and his fucking clone army to start doing things.
Yep.
Right, and take over the world because they're naturally immune to it or something. Okay.
Are they naturally immune to it?
That's a good question. I kind of assumed, but maybe
He put
not.
on the suit.
He put on the... That's true.
But
But that leaves a whole lot of time for the state of the world to change and make all of these other things seem relevant. Okay. But then I guess the lingering question is, why were all these people kidnapped at the beginning? Well, hold on. Wait, no. Two important things.
Yeah.
Sigma was kidnapped on that very specific day in that specific year. I was going to say we don't know the relative ages of all the other characters, but that's not true. We know Clover's age and related to the events of 999. So that would mean that she also would have had to be right. So then that would have. I was going to say isn't necessarily the case that all of them were deep frozen, but because of Clover and Alice having continuity from the last game, if this is far in the future, then they have to be either clones, which maybe they are, because they're not robots. They would either have to be clones, or they would have to be like deep freeze sleep.
Yeah.
Those are the
And we have a deep freeze sleep bed here, so that's not surprising.
Is it a deep freeze sleep bed or is it a medical coma bed? Because I thought it was more of a medical coma thing than it was like deep freeze, like cryostasis. Because they haven't aged either is the thing.
For some reason, I thought it was a stasis thing, but I might have just been assuming. Regardless,
I am now more tempted, now knowing that cloning tech is on the field, is cloning tech is possible. I'm now inclined to believe that this is indeed further in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is a different red moon eclipse than the one we are led to believe. Interesting.
And we'd potentially have a reason for them to get kidnapped if the old lady was looking for the cure to this and had reason to suspect that some of these people might be immune.
But then started doing that before the virus even broke out into the wider world?
Before it went wild, but yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe she was the first person to discover it was a thing and immediately was like, oh shit, let's bring it to action.
Justifies kidnapping.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah, understood.
maybe there's morphogenetic fuckery going on.
That's true. There is more. You're right, because morphogenetic fuckery can give information across time.
Yeah.
So maybe she gets a message from herself in the future being like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Get to work. Right? June?
Yeah, maybe the old lady's future June. She's already pretty good at kidnapping people, had a lot of practice from the first round. So.
When you have a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. I've been saying. When you solve problems with death games, then every problem looks like one that can be solved by your death games.
So then why the Nonary game? Why would this have to be a Nonary game? It would make
that's
the connection,
thing that we're
though.
getting to.
It would make the connection, though, because previously the question was, why a Nonary game at all? But now we have a connection between this one and the previous one. If the old lady is June in the distant future, is it a thing like, in case I die, these clues are meant to lead people to understand what was going on and finish my work and save humanity?
Maybe. And then suddenly a lot of the and then suddenly Clover's objections about, but she got what she wanted out of that, no longer matter because this is about something else.
Yeah. So, Tenmyoji is shaken by seeing the old woman dead Jumpy is also in this game.
Tenmyoji is Jumpy?
In the distant future, he wasn't in stasis.
Oh.
He wasn't in stasis.
Tenmyoshi's the old man, huh?
Yep. And Quark's his grandkid.
Oh, I want that to be true because I want Jumpy and June to be in this so bad. I can't tell if that's because that's convincing to me or because my fan fiction brain really wants that to be the case, you know. So then Alice is immortal. We don't have to worry about her. But Clover then is a clone.
Or in stasis.
Or in stasis. That must suck for her then, because her older brother's now probably.
She doesn't know.
True. Well, no, she would know, because basically her and Snake can have like a free telepathic link. If she,
yeah, that is interesting. That is
so
interesting.
I'm wondering if maybe she just hasn't been able to get a hold of him. And
he's not picking up my calls.
Right, exactly. Oh, I'm suddenly feeling a lot of this come together, actually.
I can't wait for this to be so dead wrong.
No,
it's gonna be great.
but I don't think it's 100% right, but I feel like this moment now, we've had more pieces fall into place than we've ever had with one of our overarching theories, right? We've had theories that kind of explain bits and pieces, but this is starting to get like, okay, now a whole lot of things are starting to fall into place. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm thinking maybe we just finally made some progress somewhere. Interesting.
Right, it's all just speculation, but
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long?
Well, I mean, well, yeah.
And
Well, we don't know what Phi knows.
and how would they have known to do that?
Morphogenetic field Phi. We just answered that question.
But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonary game if the point of this place is to save us?
That's the other thing that I come back to is that there was that one line about what if this Nonary game is a cat box, right? Interesting. Well,
Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
maybe it's to help select for the world where they do survive. And that means... Or maybe it has to be because knowing that Dio was going to come and infiltrate it, that was the only way to... That was the only way to somehow quantum fuckery make sure a version of it would happen where they would actually be able to get out. I don't know. Now we're stretching it, but
Huh.
do you think Phi is also either a clone or from the past, or do you think she's a present day, present time? She knows a lot more than she lets on, right? So.
Yeah, you're probably right.
See?
And that would give a reason for Sigma to be a robot. Maybe Sigma didn't survive the whole stasis thing and they had to be like, well...
Yeah, I was thinking how the stasis base seemed to have like 3 beds, which isn't enough for everybody. And I was like, is that just like a limitation of what we see here and there's potentially as many as they need elsewhere in the facility? Or is there a reason we should think that only 3 people were in stasis?
And it's also interesting that at the time Alice and Clover were captured, they didn't, they hadn't had a bead on where June was at.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So wait, if Tenmyoji is old Jumpy, then Jumpy wasn't in on this? Or was just like, oh, she wants to see me again before we die. But then sees June's body dead within the first 30 seconds
And
is
it's like, oh, fuck.
what the fuck? God damn it. We have to meet under better circumstances, girl. Oh, man. No, that's got to be fan fiction, brain.
We don't have enough of information to make any real conclusions. It's not going to stop the people voicing us, though, from doing it. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Phi had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
I changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that,
Oh, she just got a brain blast, huh? Immediately gets morphogenetic information. Vroom!
she was gone. Man. I let out a long, tired sigh and started off toward the infirmary.
Anyway, I think that's where we'll call this episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed us talking out of our ass for a little bit.
As we crack it all wide open.
Oh, we got this. I mean, I keep telling people that's what we bring to this, right? We're not here to just sit and read at you. We're here to engage with the goddamn literature, okay?
We're here to get shit wrong so that you can laugh at us and rot 13 in the comments.
Exactly. This is the book club. We're doing the book club. Read along with us. We'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.